Hello. This is the night heart voice speaking with you. Perhaps tonight your home is quiet, but it is not the quiet of rest. It is that particular silence that settles in when two people who once loved each other deeply no longer know how to find one another in the middle of everyday life. You may still live under the same roof, still share the same table, still sleep in the same room, and yet something has shifted between you. Conversations have grown shorter, eyes avoid meeting, and the tenderness that once came so naturally now seems buried beneath layers of accumulated hurt. Perhaps no one ever planned for things to reach this point. Perhaps it all happened slowly, somewhere between exhaustion and words that wounded more than they ever should have. And now, as the night settles in, a question rises from somewhere deep inside that truly aches. Can the love that once existed between us somehow still find its way back to life? Maybe you found your way to this prayer because something inside you still believes that God can touch what feels broken. And maybe tonight your heart is tired of arguing, tired of feeling so distant from someone who was once so close. But even so, you are still here, listening to this prayer with a quiet hope that something can change. If your heart is still fighting for your marriage, write in the comments, "God, restore our love." Perhaps what hurts most is not even the most recent argument. What weighs heaviest is the realization that the person who once knew every corner of your heart now feels like a stranger, as if an invisible wall has slowly been built between you. The affection that once came without effort now feels rare, almost forgotten. And sometimes you catch yourself remembering how it all began. The long conversations, the simple laughter, the plans you made together, believing you could face anything side by side. But now you feel a loneliness that is genuinely hard to put into words. Perhaps there are things you have never said out loud, apologies that were never spoken, wounds that grew quietly with each passing day. And when night comes, those thoughts return with greater weight. Deep inside, there is a desire you may never have voiced to anyone, that all of this can still be restored before it is too late. If this silent pain lives inside your marriage today, write in the comments, "Lord, heal what broke between us." Tonight, before sleep comes, something important can happen inside your heart. Not a conversation with the person beside you, but a conversation with God, who knows every chapter of the story you have lived together. He saw the beginning of this love, the dreams that were born when you decided to walk side by side, and every moment when the relationship began to break. Perhaps you no longer know how to speak. Perhaps every attempt ends in silence or in pain. But before God, there is no such barrier. He hears what no one else hears. He sees the tears that are often kept hidden so that no one else will notice them. And that is why tonight we are going to bring this marriage before Him, not as those who are looking to place blame, but as those who are presenting a wounded love that needs care and restoration. Allow this moment to be completely honest before God, even if doubts are present, even if you are tired from trying so long. If you desire to place your marriage in God's hands tonight, write in the comments, "Lord, take care of our marriage." God, tonight I come before you carrying something that weighs heavily on the heart of every person listening right now. This marriage did not begin in pain. It began with hope, with promises, with two people believing they could build a life together. You saw that beginning, the first plans, the first dreams, the care they had for one another. But somewhere along the way, something was wounded, and the love that once was so strong now feels tired, hurt, and distant. Father, look upon this relationship that is walking through such a hard season. There are words that caused pain, silences that pushed people apart, choices that left deep marks, and often neither of them knows where to begin again. So I ask you, step into this story. Where there is pride, pour out humility. Where there is a wound, pour out healing. Where there is distance, rekindle the desire to draw close again.
Remind these two people of the reason they once chose to walk together. Teach them again the path of forgiveness, because love does not always end all at once. It can be lost slowly in the middle of hurts that were never tended to. Restore the conversations, the respect, and the gentleness in the way they speak to each other. And if there is still love hidden beneath so many wounds, breathe new life over it once more. May what seemed cold begin to grow warm again. May what seemed lost find a new beginning beneath your presence. Father, hold this marriage in your hands tonight. Lord, visit this home tonight. Walk through every room where silence has taken the place of conversation. Touch the table where honest words may no longer be shared. Touch the bedroom where two people once exchanged dreams and promises. Where distance has grown, pour out patience. Where pride has built walls, pour out humility. Where weariness made tenderness disappear, let small and meaningful gestures of care begin to grow again. May harsh words be replaced by understanding. May coldness be overcome by the decision to rebuild. May each heart be touched by your love in a new and tender way. And may what seemed to be ending find a new beginning in your presence. If you are surrendering your marriage to God right now, write in the comments, "Lord, restore our union." Now, as this night continues in its quiet, let this prayer remain inside your heart. Perhaps not everything is resolved yet. Perhaps tomorrow there will still be difficult conversations, uncertain glances, or memories that bring pain. But something meaningful happened in this moment. This marriage was placed before God. And when a story is brought before Him with sincerity, it is no longer alone in the middle of its wounds. The Lord knows every detail of the journey you have walked together, from the happiest days to the moments when the relationship began to break. He sees what no one else sees, including the feelings that remain hidden behind the silence between you. So tonight, allow your heart to rest a little lighter than it was before, not because every problem has disappeared, and not because the road ahead will be easy, but because this story is now in God's hands. And when God touches something that seems broken, doors that appeared completely closed can begin to slowly open, and what seemed impossible can find a way forward. If this prayer spoke to your heart, like this video and follow the channel to keep walking with me in prayer every single night. If you still believe that God can touch your marriage, write in the comments, "God can still restore our story." See you tomorrow. God bless you.